alayhim. Okay, Quran now watchroom say, oh, you who believe, call to mind the favors of Allah upon you and give thanks. Yeah, sorry, we are bo. It's me kasa idi. Alhamdulillah, a million times. Then I'm here, we are fine.
Prof, that's this one here. As I say, this one.
Ya ayyuhallazina amanu uskuru ni'matallahi alaykum. So, oh, you who believe, call to mind the favors of Allah upon you. Nti oda sorry na ye gidie ni a o se kai de ono nyankopon na ye e de ama ona da na se nti ya sorry a ye won kwa the most important thing in this life the word life na ankasa itself. You might have money, ubitimi our cars, ubitimi will be wo wi ase bia, but oda na wan sorry na even o sorry na yare for da yare mpaso ko konfo na chisisi a ko hwe bebi amanfo oda. Nti se wo sorry na ho odin wutimi ko ba o se kai de ono nyame na ya ma na for ho ase da maniti ya sorry yetimi ya ba yetimi kasa de ya kai di Allah ayede amenti ya dana se ene yesendra ABOU DIABY international ABOU DIABY
common on me disease ya na say the hotels we all dey funu ho ndi benku to on kwa wa dey
that's the most important
20 minutes all day for me sharp
yen chetifo na ye ma hwefo aha na ye ma makwaba now ye bedi nkomo kakra narendra in the Spanish Premier Liga. There was one game about so now ensure that a big game, but because of the competition or how got that momentum, any baby I about every game, especially these three clubs, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and then Atletico Madrid, game be irrespective of opposition or money neighbor. It's a game that comes with a lot of importance. I will say match in a point, you know, Barca winning by a goal to 0. Can't see Robert Lewandowski goal no enough for Barcelona. Now, when you look on your screen, after match day 24, teams winning about 24 games respectively. Barcelona after winning 1-0 and Rabat lead table. So Barcelona lead with 51 points. Real Madrid 51 points, and then Atletico Madrid 50 points. Forget of club by friends Athletic Club Bilbao or that the fourth position. Omwankasa from coach ever the last person in say league na yabon omonka. They are trying to push and make sure say Umbenya automatic spot in the Champions League next season. But when it comes to teams that are more air battle for trophy now, yes, just 6 points any separate or the first two teams are more leading, but they know within themselves say among any title contender. So let's minimize the conversation. Let's talk about the three clubs are more reasons. Barcelona in last year 2024 LED table at the point in time they were leading Real Madrid about 7 to 8 points. Obia Nimi this year, Barca enya disastrous run in about 3-4 games. Las Palmas, Leganés, Omunina share Barcelona. If you as a Real Madrid ever sign Barcelona, Madrid ever lead Barcelona as many as 5 to 6 points. And right upon match now, Barca a winning game. When you go to all the pro Barcelona tablet, as more can they say February any year when the league na set kama. Obini nenyom apiki. Almost I didn't pick kama can baby just to see 24 games anyhow, but we are playing 38 matches. So when you do the mathematics, now subtract 24 every 38 games. Now clearly tells you say we still have about 14 games. You beat me up. But Barca want to say baby just to say in La Liga, head to head first before you ever goes head to head in the first leg. We know you don't hear match. Santiago 4-0. Some Madrid ever call Munjik Akoshe Barcelona 4-0. It is football. We will not say it is not possible. But chances not ever from some Madrid for they can go there and win. But to score 4 unanswered goal is one thing. It's going to be very difficult for club. Your friends at Real Madrid. So Barca want to say they're going to keep tabs like this. They want to close the gap. Now I'm Madrid for them what they see. You will the same points. You ever heard of the league because what kind of fee on my barber show. Now highlighting the HW screen is me interest in the game no more. But I want to praise this man on your screen. Hans the Flick of Barcelona. Since Papa we ever for Edmund, when you're ups and downs, the coaching job now or for Barcelona. Sometimes the map on the course will be an hour from. I remember perfectly when I own that poor run and results. The man about for say, as a time and about week 18, week 22, offers her 2 fixes at the cast man. Javi know I'm asking more points more than the Hansi Flick. Barcelona supporters say yes, it is true that Javi in terms of La Liga and the points tally in the awards row, I say the Hansi Flick, but a Jumana or Madema Hansi Flick so Omayeno. They think they are in the right course. And until they could be interview, anytime we said they could be an or see they did the right appointment. They believe in Hansi Flick and they arrest assurance of as we speak. Your ball Champions League league table format in the year. Teams almost qualify Barcelona places second. But Busa Hon said, Javi Netanel, no. Eduma Ben no the Barca Europe. Or drop every group stages, or Bano Kobo even Europa Liga, or Tifiana Manchester Munina, Barcelona, Ifrim. This man has qualified Barcelona. Wanya Real Madrid, Wanya Man City, Wanya Bayern Munich, Wan Kobo playoff, but opening straightforward, or the league format to qualify. In the league now, on top, when you go to the what's the name, Copa del Rey, we're roaming the semi-final. So clearly, it tells us more than what after the Barca fans are there can say 1-1. On the one about to say, Pascal Real Madrid 4 unanswered goals. Madrid 4 Agupamo. So 4-7 just in the first season. Our club and friends say FC Barcelona. But the signs and the all you need in say or buy or share them a top players be or near signings Kesibia or Barcelona. But with the materials and answer any me and find man, he is proving to say sometimes you don't need 3 years, sometimes you don't need 4 years, you don't need 10, 4, 5 players before serving to my man. When you're a good manager, you make good use of materials available at your disposal at the material time and wabano. Going forward, unya kwenya na unya sika say transfer window be and what talk akra Eddie Barbershop. Now, let's talk about this picture. Whole picture where you are assemble and catch you. This is iconic. In terms of football, midfielders are born or mabe ball aboni pan. I don't think say bubodia ubebo ayi Abrantia friend say Andres Iniesta Ed Nefrim. Barcelona for now created this image and after Endra game. Whoever who had the opportunity to watch Barcelona and Real Vallecano match in the Endra, you will see the reason in Barca for ever 8-8 in the Ababe tour. Normally Iniesta and Sakwa to Pedri Nikomu. I said it here, you started man. I think that was last week. Said Pedri named Ballon d'Or come on. You read Barca for be here from social media and so. I still stand by that. He's a very yes, of course. He's a very good player.
Obi the Messi, Abon we want Habib to come and apologize to Pedri for saying it will be a disgrace for Pedri to win the Ballon d'Or. And if he says he should give me his top 3 best center midfielders carrying.
So, Madru Pedri, no so.
Yeah.
Let me say this. He's a very good player, having a very good run of form. The more than what order this season is superb. But I still maintain as seminar last week, and say Pedri is not in the Ballon d'Or conversation as we speak. He's a prospect.
Top 3.
Remember, he's a prospect.
Yeah.
But a full year, I'm talking about the year can was 2024, 2025. Pedri Enyen drew the conversation. Okay. I will not say we need Ballon d'Or and now on yet Ballon d'Or candidate in future. What I'm saying is that at this material moment, yes, he's doing so well. I brought this data to tell you Juma why. Look at him from December 16th, Eba ABC. She game Sawabo for club and friends at Barcelona. Any ratings are the man after every single game. So you watching, they lost against Liganes 1-0, but your poor match is rating 8.5 out of 10. Clearly tells you say the more than what else any. Barcelona next game was Atletico Madrid. Yomulusu 2-1. He got 8.9 in that game. The next game, Hetafe, 8.2. Ubenya Alaves 8.2, Ubenya Sevilla Nanu Yadi 7.7, and the Endra 7.8. So constantly, what I say is one player. Yebo game new Yebiana OP players are more than one and go above average. HSC they are doing something meaningful to impact a modern Barcelona Ebenyo Park. And so Pedri is a constant figure. I am not those who believe say Obibaji Ballon d'Or, Yankee goes any assistant man. I believe so your general contribution in the game impact here who deserve your body. But what I'm trying to say is that I fail and watch us here. I want to watch him. Say your boss season in Barcelona 8 me progressing every Champions League round 16th, quarterfinals, semi-finals, not still. Pedri show signs of an important figure. A decided games at Barcelona. Then I can come here and say, I feel the young father anchor the conversation of Ballon d'Or. But as it stands now, I still maintain he is a potential candidate to win Ballon d'Or. But as we speak, my first 3, I will not mention Pedri in my first 3.
Zola in a question or the
first 3, Mohamed Salah number 1.
On Keno, on Kaze, Ballon d'Or. Or is he a concentration for this?
No, top 3 he will be part. Yes, he will be part. Yes,
so
most definitely. Most definitely.
Why number 1?
Probably I'll go for Jude Bellingham first. I'll go for Pedri second. And let me see who I'll put in the number 3 position. I'll have to see through other midfielders or do so. But he's a very fine player. Ballon d'Or there, no winning draw. But in terms of the role as a central midfielder, first 3, I'll put Pedri in that role. Now there's another person after Yabo Pedri in the same Barcelona. Now, this is Lamine Yamal. After game, then a conversation I was on TV and I said, "Yeah, careful, Lamine Yamal and I say Ansu Fati." And then I say, "Yamal last 5 matches on Shegu." Indeed, people who have the negative agenda say player be APA. Now they must start to say echo from kakra. They are starting to say, can you who be that El Barcelona? Almost singular brand. The reason in here after the game, Hans Flick can say he's been very purposeful for Barcelona. Just that goals, then M1 and saying, they will do everything to make sure say Abrante friend said Lamine Yamal the goals ever start here flu. When I saw this, Senko first started, I said Lamine Yamal goals the modern bonus started from Kofosu or started and hope compare your Messi and I started my mouth for Edna to two Messi. Yeah, Ansu Fati the same thing and check Fati Wakobo Lonia Dinabanti. I'm careful, we will not see this boy. Leo Messi did not start shining at the age of 16. That is one thing a lot of people don't know. Messi and Ronaldo they did not shine at the age of 16, 17.
Messi and Ronaldo.
Oman shining at the age of 16, 17. Yes,
16, 17.
Oman shining at the age of 16, 17. He's just 17. I only pray say injuries Emma Kwemu. Said Lamine Yamal stay focused. No yitri de onya enkofo omo ben no betunu fuye am motivating na. He has that potential to make sure say obexeli ama the quality say wonu munya yehu. When you're saying say the last 5 matches on Shegu into Wasa, we could look at him. 21 games this season in La Liga. Wasa say 5 goals but provided 11 assists. He's played 1,710 minutes.
Wow.
5 goals, 11 assists. That is 16 goal involvement in 21 games in La Liga. You tell me say, such performance in La Liga. Look at the Champions League. 7 games in Champions League, 2 goals, 2 assists. When you play 7 games in Champions League at age 17, now with 4 goals involvement, what about 600 minutes? You don't tell me say he's not scored in his last 5 matches until Lamine Yamal and Modimoso. Look at Copa del Rey, 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. Super Copa, 2 games, was 2 goals on your assist to be in general. Look at him, 32 games, 11 goals, 15 assists. So the way that is 26 goals involvement in 32 matches. Fantastic. This season 2024-2025 under review. I don't believe whoever would say Lamine Yamal 5 matches on Shegunti. Ne more than one number for my man for and Tinguno so coach and drop on any other day in tune for Onja and every. I still believe say a good draft and Abakaka, but he's still being purposeful. El Barcelona team who impacted Barcelona. It created a lot of chances, any space. Emma other players ever winning games. So I think say Barcelona they should stick with manager and friends flicking in the Juma or not motivate other players. They will give Real Madrid a very good run for money. Even if Barca and winning La Liga. Even if Barca and win the Champions League, Science now coach in his first season, I think he's the right man for the Barcelona job. Going for no waiting at Barca or my form to moving from FC Barcelona or game any monk on opinion there. We have Champions League. I think say Maestro never asked about maybe the Munko Momo. AC Milan air back with 1-0 deficit Okunya and El Feyenoord. I think this game say Milan anya careful Feyenoord ebe shock Milan will win. But Feyenoord put a surprise. It's going to be a very difficult game. But I'm just saying that it's going to be a very difficult game. I foresee a 2-1 win in that game for AC Milan. Milan should be very careful. Feyenoord, Eberhard, say 2-1 and it means 2-2 aggregate. Extra time, yes. So I foresee a 2-1 in that game. For this one, Atlanta, I will fear against him and the club brigade. Atlanta after Okolusu 2-1, I think Openia a friend is Jean-Pierre Gasperini what it takes to overturn that scoreline. No qualify. This is a game. My show will be doing by mention any Celtic. When Kasper Schmeichel.
Yes.
A former goalkeeper for Leicester, he's now the goalkeeper for Celtic. And the Okohe game now, Mowenin Konoso, he's going to be the center. In 2022, no Senko move echo by Amonchin. Also, saw own grandfather. Bayern Munich supporter. So he grew up loving club of friends at Bayern. Nanko obed that so that I said one day obed that go Alliance Arena. Bayern move when back in 2022. Tama Manuel Neuer April said or replacing any backup goalkeeper. No, it was a dream come true. He was on his way to the airport and I called the sign by said deal now go through into one sign. On any nana 18 is who say onya kwanya enda go Alliance Arena at 8:38. Diana also said Obedagu Alliance Arena.
ABOU
at age 38 in Tiene. Kasper Schmeichel Eko Dapum at the Amas Celtic against Bayern Munich. To a support and Abu giving up winning console. He has a lot to offer for club. The friends Celtic. So qualify or won't qualify. I think he's one particular person we interest because but I foresee Bayern Munich winning 4-0 against Celtic and then qualifying to the next stage in that game. Benfica and Monaco. It's just a street win for club. It didn't Eddie Benfica. It will fee. You're moving from fuel. We are sending Talk sports for now a year or program and then
show ya mama no na demisi.
Yes, said yatana say ye na program na so na papa ya woda Troy Deeney a former striker the ma Watford and we couldn't come on or say Thomas Tuchel ya jeje ne so ne 3 year and the adwuma no ba ya wanya hwe 6 months in ye ya man adwuma 6 months on your press conference and country England for nyina say adwuma na oba be ye no the policy ni say no pese okochi England national team no na afisei and obe win trophy ni team the crown or be build they around player A and player B to on your fault say sa condition na e won the contract ni ma if for na man the kwan say otimi ko Germany e ko strand abusuafo no on the osusu say papa no yen yi sa the free contract no match na England no her matches you can agree with Troy Deeney from one aspect. Thomas Tuchel abefa Chelsea in 2021 the first press conference he said one thing. I'll say we are going to build a team that every team in Europe will be scared of playing against. He said that the press and I say he or build that team no. In the space of 2 months, no I said the top managers now England that time now Ancelotti or Everton, was Ancelotti, was Jurgen Klopp, was Pep Guardiola. No, it will be out in the smoothness level. Antonio Conte or Tottenham will be out in the smoothness level. Or we or twice so Champions League. Papa we did England as man or so about England. A dream so be coachy Wembley. Now England for that is also qualify for World Cup next edition and he is there to do that. I think enough. The amateur aiding Komoa would win and say Edumani Yanfa England. England mind better since almost started so about football. Thomas Tuchel is the third foreigner. I will be coach. They've always managed and have been managed by English national. We Steve Goran Eriksson are free Sweden. And the Don Fabio Capello, Italian. Thomas Tuchel is the third foreign manager who will coach the English national team. Into one can say, where say, oh, yet they will be back and forth from the English media. Former players are on some but so far opinion now let's look at it. 3 times you Thomas Tuchel are not only England weekend are not able important games. No, back no Germany, Bayern Munich game. Bayern team no England for the captain and one of the most important English national, if not the most important. What wrong has he done? Say Hurricane. England national team captain. The following weekend. The following weekend young who is no England, no Spain, Madrid derby. And the England team now every English supporter be there dancing. So number 1 you Hurricane and number 2 Jude Bellingham. Unless you don't want to be truthful. So number 1 Jude Bellingham and number 2 Hurricane. And the papa no share all these players. And football, I couldn't anywhere to stage. He said, team now not 100% of the players are playing in England. You don't expect the manager to be sitting in England. And so Germany, as far as there are English nationals playing their trade in German Bundesliga, he has every right to monitor those players. There are things that trading in Yabo Trek and former opinion friend said Thomas Tuchel. And yet they are on England throughout most of the time but Obechini and monitor other players. But now another pointer or raise and they say a base in the young pointer or the airback, the team or all they are run wine or both formation. I don't think Thomas Tuchel need press conference to come and tell the whole world. They say England under me Thomas Tuchel may build 3-4-3, may build 4-2-2, may build a team around Hurricane, may build it around Jude Bellingham. I think these are internal talks. Because when you try to expose a lot of to the public domain, and he's one manager. If you follow him from baby away Borussia Dortmund, rise PSG, Chelsea, Champions League, or Bayern, Bayern. Give me one team at Thomas Tuchel Akucha. He has built the team around one single player. Yes, he's a manager of a 3-4-3, sometimes the diamond version. Yeah. But there is no single team at Thomas Tuchel Akucha, even when he managed PSG with Neymar. He never single and I said build the team around one single player. Say we anywhere team and flourish. With a Jumana Gary Saget Eddie England for a year from 2016, a buyer, a bedroom and say Uja the coin. Yes, one winning trophy. But the idea of dance since 1990, not even semi-finals. England team no urban and him a paint trophy zone. Not England into Thomas Tuchel. And I say Gary Saget every year said, so we a manager now obey CD a person of that caliber. You are not looking at semi-final berth. You are not looking at quarter-final. You are looking at the grand finale, and even at the grand finale. Finals, you are going there to make sure you win the trophy for the English national team. So I think at the about Troy Deeney, any England the former players, the pundit, everybody are up this manager to succeed and not to be successful. And they say they should all back Thomas Tuchel. Now at the ABOU or Mobi meeting, they are supporting a man as successful. For Mania and I say rant and bounce and then better England basically into what England now. How does he monitor Jude Bellingham? But because we're with TV, so or tonight Germany own team with TV, so he can do same. So I think they should give him that free rule. But when you say on England in it, he am fair support Enferman. And they are because at the time I appointed Thomas Tuchel, there is no English coach and no war market anymore. No, the level do Thomas Tuchel.
Mate, special me that's pa, but I we encha Yabna Mercedes, UCC, Yogo Mat, CEO no.
Mercedes Benz Arena.
Yencha no pa. As I told me, crania, dear, but
okay.
Now, my own